All right, so it snowed last night. It's pretty chilly. It's wet too, super wet. I pulled over here and I got stuck because about right in here is about the level spot. That's why I was telling you about the guy before that done the driveway and our house area. It's all like that. But anyway, we're taking this one back to the owner. So we had some bad winds, stuff blew everywhere. But I'm gonna get this loaded, chained down, and we'll get it dropped off, and then we'll get back to fix my other one today. It's super cold, but it's got to be done. Ain't got a shot, but it has to be fixed. All right, got this sucker loaded. The snow didn't help none, slip sliding all over the place. Got it, and we'll be heading and getting it dropped off. I got the 450 back. It's got new rotors and brakes. It's also got I put new shocks on it a while ago. I can't even see it. Like getting my knees dirty. Super wet. Got some airbags on this bad boy. The way he got it done is the where you put the air at, he put it right there on the bottom side of that. So, you know, he got that looking pretty cool, because he said he was going to put it over here, but he didn't want to make too much of a mess. But the airbags are the 7500 XL or XT model for these trucks, and it cost me like $600 something. But I can tell a big difference in it now. He's got 20 pounds in it. But gotta get this dropped off, and we'll head back and get the other one fixed. The wind's blowing pretty good bit too, so then we'll have to do some stuff to the excavator too. But it's always something going. But it is what it is, and we'll get this dropped off. Oh. Huh. That's the only way to get out. We figured out we did last time, especially with a 450. All right, we got unloaded, talked to the customer, and now we heading back. Got to get the 299 fixed. So wonderful. So we had somebody come up. At the time I was literally unloading, so I had to wait to get moved and turned around. I had to wait for him to open the gate up, but it's all good. But anyway, we got it going, and let's get back to the house to get some stuff fixed. All right, so we got it home, the truck home. I'm fixing to undeck the trailer there to get the 450. I'm fixing to double check all the work that's been done to it, just to make sure nothing's loose or needs attention. I still got to fix this right here, so I'm fixing to get all the stuff I need to fix that. But we're fixing to take that, and then once I get it hooked up, I'm gonna have the truck pulled up this way. That way I can get the big angle like this. That's what the Cat Tech told me to do. If I'll have to drain all the hydraulic fluid, and I was like, well, if I can elevate it like that right there, lift the cab up, and then take that insert out and then put a new one in, we should be good. So you just got to check the truck. This was the best way I come up with a good angle. Not sure how about the engine. It's not pouring out of anything, luckily. I'm trying to hurry up and get this done. I got the coupler for this right here. This thing is saturated. I mean, it's just full of hydraulic fluid. Hopefully it don't get to the back, but if it does, we can wash it and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get all this cleaned up. Also got my radio, my new one, after the other new one was bad. But gonna get this washed up too sometime today. But I got to meet somebody for a job. They literally just called me just a few minutes ago. So I got this running. It's not warm, but I got 2 5-gallon buckets of hydraulic fluid, got the part and the radio. So while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and install it. Hopefully everything works. So we'll get this fixed, and then we may go ahead and haul the machines to the next job. But we got rain tomorrow, so it's 100% chance of rain tomorrow. So it's supposed to be raining like half a day or something like that. So this is about the best I can use a semi to get this angle. But I'm also going to drop the plate on the bottom, so that way I could just throw all that stuff at the bottom of it, and then put a tarp under there. That way I could take it off somewhere. Let's get to it. All right, so note to self, it was loose. First off, like I put it on there and I just moved it just a little bit, and it was like really loose. So note to self, he said about draining it, that would probably be the best, but there's probably at least 3 gallons that just rolled back through there under the engine, so it'll have to be washed today. And this is a mushy mess. This is awful, but I found out, so if you can at least keep the pipe or the tube on the edge of that to keep it from dumping a lot, and then when you get ready, get the filter ready, which I didn't have, so I just put everything back on there real quick and then pulled the new one out. I threw the other one right over there. Didn't even look at it. I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna tighten it up, so now ain't no telling how much I lost. So just trying to figure out the best route. So, and it's wet and mushy, so I definitely have to get this out. So it's awesome. It's stinking smelly. All right, so that's it. So of course I was wiping something off and it got down in there, but it's already on there, just kind of made it nasty. So got everything tight. So what I did was take this and then use my leg, got my pants slick dirty, oil dripping all over it, but I got this pulled back far away where I can get the big channel locks to tighten it up best I could, where it wouldn't move anymore. I think that's probably the reason why it was leaking, but I wanted to make sure and put a new filter in. It was $80 for a filter, so it could have been cracked or it just could have been split, so who knows. But now since I'm here, got this done, and then I'm gonna go underneath and start pulling all. I mean, I'm gonna rake everything back, throw it down there, but I'm also going ahead and see if the radio's gonna work first, and probably get the leaf blower and blow out what I can, but make sure everything's tightened. So we'll try the radio out first, then we'll do this, and then we'll blow everything out, and then clean it up, and then we'll have to wash it out. All right, so after trying the garbage ass radio for the 4th time already, it still don't work. They told me I had everything. It was just a plug that I plugged in the back of it, and it was this one right here. You plug it in the back and it goes into this one right here, and they said I had everything I needed, and it's still not working. Awesome. The only thing I can think of is I tried the USB and it said reading, load of crap, and the only thing I can think of is auxiliary cable, so I have to go buy an auxiliary cable, and it probably still ain't gonna work. So waste of time and money. The parts guys can't even tell me what I need for it. So they said I had everything I needed, but it ain't worked so far. But now we're gonna go ahead and get all this crap out of here and get fluid put in to where at least get it down and level, and we'll get to washing this out. All right, we can check the undercarriage in here. Everything looks good. Just trying to make it to where I can get in and out easy. Ain't no telling how heavy this. I don't know how some of this plate fits. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if they got welded nuts or something. It's supposed to be here. well. All right, so I left that bottom plate off. I was gonna scratch it off. I'm not gonna wash it because it's so soupy. This is how much I got out of the bottom, which there's probably still more, but it's just so soupy. So in order to get all that, I put everything back together, and then put enough fluid that I knew I felt like it drunk more. So all I've got is another 5 gallon. Hopefully that's enough. The hydraulic pump made an absolute awful racket, so that's when you know you're out of fluid. So I'm gonna put this 5 gallon in there, and if I need to get more, then I'll have to go get some tomorrow. So yay me. Even if I can get the excavator out tomorrow, then to the job, I didn't think I lost that much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean all this back up, I'm gonna scrape all this, clean this up before the hydraulic fluid drained out. And then if I have to go get some tomorrow, I can get some. But as of right now, I've got one 5 gallon bucket left. Hopefully, because I know it's only like 13 or 15 gallons, and that was like 8 that I put back in there. So it's crazy how much I thought I lost was at least at the most 5 gallons, but I guess it's more. But anyway, we're gonna put the remainder 5 gallons left, and hopefully if it gets me right to where I need to, we should be good. I'm gonna lift this back up to make sure nothing else is leaking once I get the fluid back in there. So it should be enough to start leaking if it is bad. So I gotta get all this cleaned up. And I put 82 gallons in the 450s tank since I was out yesterday. So always something going. All right, so I backed it off and let it run for 15-20 minutes to let it get warm from where it was at. I filled it back up. Luckily I had just probably about like maybe a gallon or so in one of those, and I still have a pretty good amount left in that one. I'd say at least half. Yeah, maybe under half, but got it filled up to about middle way, a little bit past middle. So but I spooled the head up and let it run, and lifted the boom up and all that, just to hopefully get the air out. But now I'm gonna put the belly pan back on, and then we're going to get it loaded up, and then we're going to grease it and fuel it up if it needs fuel. I still need to fix this one, which I got my hammer since I got the 450 back, so I have to get this fixed and all that good stuff, and then we'll be ready for tomorrow. So that's why I can't wait to get me a shop. So we'll just have to see how it goes.